lesson we have, you have more time to enjoy it. Today we're just going to look at how to teach mathematics. Now, one thing that teachers or those who teach mathematics can observe is a challenge is the way in which to communicate with their student. Now, watch this approach and comment during the process of the lesson. Today we are going to look at best way to teach mathematics. Let's look at this expression. We have m 3 comma negative 8 and n negative 8 comma 6 are 2 points in the xy plane. Find mn. So mn is equal to on minus om. So our n is negative 8, 6. Our m is 3, negative 8. So you do the subtraction. Minus 8 minus 3 will give us minus 11. 6 minus minus. Minus minus is positive, so that will give us 14. This is our answer. So learn how to get the approach. Can you observe the challenge here? Now the problem here is that the communication between the student was blocked totally. The teacher was teaching facing the board as in the process of working. Now one thing that you should note is that you need to communicate from the board through you to the student. So most of the time, the best thing is that you make sure that you stand halfway, communicate through the student so that the student can observe you at the same time, perceive what you present on the board. So let's look at this approach and you observe that the method is well presented. M 3 comma negative 8 and n is negative 8 comma 6. So can somebody mention the variables I've mentioned or the numbers? Good. We have m 3 comma negative 8 and our n minus 8 comma 6. So here we are supposed to find m n. Now the idea is that if you can remember, mn in terms of position vector is on, is it minus or plus? Always minus. So minus om. The next thing that you do is to substitute the values of n into where you see the value of n. So the value of n, let's go for the value of n. The value of n here is negative 8 comma 6. Mind you, negative 8 comma 6 is in coordinate form. To present this in this vector, you should represent it in column form. And I know column form is represented as minus 8, 6. We shouldn't forget our subtraction, minus. Then also present 3 comma negative 8. I believe that you can do that in the process. So you have 3 negative 8. Now from here, we do our simplification. I guess you can try to solve the question from here. Yes, take a minute and try. Good. I believe that at least one person has been able to simplify the first expression. So we have negative 8 minus 3. 6 minus minus 8. Minus minus negative negative will give you positive. So 6 plus 8. Solving this closer to your answer, you have negative 11, and then 6 plus 8 will give you 14. Well, if you look at this approach, the communication between me and my student, relating it to the board, was clear. This makes the student visible and able to visualize the presentation that you do on the board, at the same time being able to listen to you. Another thing that you can add to always grab the attention of the class is that sometimes when you put an example, you tell the student that this example, you call anybody to come and present in a random manner. Each student will try his best to try something on the question. Sometimes also, in the process of your solution, the first example presented, the second example, as you help the student to solve, you call in some of the students to come in to work each step in the question. That keeps the student focused on the lesson that you have. I believe that this approach will be of good use to you. Have a nice day. Comment and we shall meet again.